Good evening. We are currently in Grundy County at the Fiery Gizzard. We hiked that this morning, and so we're going to demonstrate to you how to get water when you've had a long day hiking. So first thing you're going to start with is you got your CNOC. I'll set this down for right now. There's a side that's closed and open. Pull the side that's open, and that reveals this little pouch. This is a 2-liter pouch. And what I do, if you can look over my shoulder, I'm going to position this pouch on top of the water that's flowing over that rock. Ideally, you'd like to have a spring that's coming out of the ground, but and oftentimes that water that's coming out of the ground is coming through a PVC pipe. But I'm going to stop talking for a minute and show you how to. It's very simple. Just open it up, let the water flow in, and then close it up.
One other thing is you want to make sure the water's moving. You don't want to get stagnant water.
And if you're in a heavy agricultural area, you got fields around you that are growing corn or whatever, you probably don't want to get water there because of the possibility of pesticides and other things have affected the water. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to fill your CNOC.
We're going to go up into an area where we can show you how we filter it once the bag is full.
Good evening. One of the most important things about hiking is water, is hydration. I'm going to take just a little bit to explain the Sawyer filtration system that we use. Actually, we use two. We use a mini, which uses this little filter, and then the regular Sawyer that's this. It all comes, two kits. I think one is like $30 and one is like $45, something like that. But it will have the filtration system. It will come with a bag, a water bag that really this is intended for you to use while you're hiking. You fill it up right here. You take the small mini, uncork it right here, and you can squeeze water straight through here and it filters right here, and it's fast and easy. We can use that in the case of an emergency, but more often than not, when we first get into camp in the evening, one of the first things that I do is I grab our CNOC. Now, I'll show you an empty one, but this has already been filled. But we fill up the CNOC from a water source. It could be a pipe coming out of the ground. It could be running water in a stream. You don't want to get water that's sort of sitting still. But one of the first things to do is to fill the CNOC up and then get to the task of preparing water for cooking and for hiking the next day. So, I've already gotten my water from the spring. It's in the CNOC. I'm ready to do some filtering. The first thing I'm going to use is this Sawyer filter. And hopefully not get soaked. And what I'll do is I screw it onto the CNOC, get a good seal, then I'll uncork it up here. I've got my Sawyer in hand. I've got the filter attached to the CNOC. I'm going to just, it doesn't have to be super, super tight, just so that it doesn't leak. Turn it over this way, and I'm all ready to start putting water into one of these bottles. So, set that aside for a moment. One of the things that I did find out, which was sort of cool, was there are all kinds of attachments that have come with the Sawyer, and this attachment right here in particular makes it really pretty convenient and pretty easy to fill up a bottle really, really fast. Now, believe me when I say that this little guy right here is really good at filling up this bottle. However, what you will notice, or what I hope to display, is that by using this filter here, it's a squeeze, right? Now, as you can see right now, it's already, I'm not squeezing, but it's already filtering water. If I want to fill it up a little faster, just got to be a little careful, not tip over the water bottle, squeeze a little bit. And as you can see, in about a minute or so, you're all filled up and ready to go. Just like that. And then you got fresh, clean water for cooking tonight, or for hiking, setting out on trail tomorrow. So that's a demonstration of the Sawyer filter. This is the Sawyer Mini. What I hope to demonstrate is the fact that the Sawyer Mini does pretty much the same thing as the big Sawyer, but now, unfortunately, I have to use this one. It's not the same. But I do the same thing with it. I can squeeze water out of it, but as you can see, the drip is substantially less. The big news is it's going to take you a little longer. What I did find out, and this little job right here, we haven't used it a whole lot. We've been using the Mini until we came into town this time. But one of the things that I do like about this system right here was that it came with this tube. And just by pulling the tube out, I can put that on the Mini. Hopefully it'll stay. Trying to do it sort of fast. Put it into the bottle. Start squeezing. And you're still emptying water out of the CNOC. The only thing is, just be aware that the Mini, as far as getting the job done fast, is going to take a little bit more time, so you might want to go with the bigger Sawyer. I can take, once I've got, if we can imagine that you're using a water bottle and this is not purified water, but you had your Sawyer Mini and you've gone by a water source and you're thirsty, which, to be honest with you, most of the time when you're on trail you are somewhat thirsty. But I can screw the Sawyer Mini right onto my water bottle, and if this is this is dirty water, it doesn't really matter because it's going to go right through the filter. It is recommended that some point in time, these things last for a while. You can go to the website, the Sawyer website, and they give you all kinds of details about it. But one thing that does help to keep the Sawyer Mini or the big Sawyer working is to fill this syringe up with water. Go to the side that has dirt, the dirty water would come out, or go in and the clean water would come out. But just insert the water through there and just press water through. It'll just backwash and it'll clean it up. Then make sure that you carry all the pieces. Now you can use a water bottle with this with the Mini, or you can attach it to Sawyer when you buy the kit, depending upon which one. You'll get a bag, and it's pretty usable. But these things are not as pliable as the CNOC. Am I missing anything, Tricia?
CNOC is just the brand name for that
For
that bladder that's holding the water.
If there are any other questions that you might have, please put them in the chat, and we'll try to answer them as we get. But again, like I said, part of the reason we're in town right now has to do with water. It's so important to stay hydrated on the trail. With that in mind, you're not like in civilization where you just go into a restroom and turn on the water or go to the freezer and buy a water bottle. If you're thirsty, usually you gotta get it out of a spring or out of running water in the creek. So anyway, that's all we have to say about Sawyer. Again, if you need any other information, just respond to us in the chat. Happy training.